Good morning. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Finally got on. Took me a while. Took me a while to get everything situated here. Okay. I think we're live. Yes. Hi. Good morning. Welcome, oily friends and family. I am just got my coffee, like literally. I'm running a little behind. Okay. All right. So we're talking about gut, weight, and hormone reset today. So the gut, everything starts with the gut, everything. But before we get into the class, grab your favorite essential oil. I've got a line. This is the first thing I smell in the morning. I'm going to put a drop here. I'm running a little low, so I'm going to have like that. And then I'm going to rub my hands together, grab your favorite oil, and do the same. We're going to inhale 2 to 3 deep inhales just to get those oils into our system really quickly. So let's do it. I hope we're all having a good morning. And if not, let's turn that around. Grab your citrus oils if you need a little energy boost. Or if you're at work, grab your calming oils and make sure your stress management is happening. Okay, so let's just get started. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Presentation. All right, let's get started. Okay, whoa, hello. Let's do this. All right, everyone, welcome to Gut, Weight, and Hormone Reset. We're laying down the foundation this morning. I'm going to show you how to do that because everything starts with the gut. Everything, our mood, the way we feel, as far as like physically, mentally. It even messes with our hormones. It messes with our weight. I mean, it messes with our mind. I mean, it just, it's the center of everything. It's really the core of our being is the gut. Everything's in that. Starts with the gut. Okay. All right, just a little bit about myself. When I first started with essential oils, I didn't even think they were for me. I just got a bunch of sample from my aunt, and my son, he's super hyperactive, and we were struggling to get him into bed, and I couldn't think of anything. What could I give this kid naturally, without a bunch of chemicals? And I remember my aunt said lavender had calming effects. So I was like, Ian, can I put some lavender on you? And he said, yeah. So I grabbed some, put just a small amount on his chest. And within a minute, he stopped jumping on the bed, got under the covers, and passed out. And I thought, awesome, I got time back for myself. I'm going to go watch TV and hang out with my husband. It wasn't until the next night, both kids were already in bed, and I went in just to say goodnight. And Ian's little head popped up and said, Mom, can I have some lavender? And I just thought, what 6-7-year-old is asking for essential oils to go to bed? So I was like, there's something to this stuff. And when I found out about Healing Hands Foundation and co-impact sourcing, I was like, I don't care about the oils, just sign me up. And oh yeah, I can make extra money on the side. Sure, I'll be a wellness advocate too. Because I was already making money on the side along with my full-time job as a photographer. So I thought, why not? My husband, we've been married 17 years. He's from New Jersey. I'm from Louisiana. We met in Connecticut. We moved to California to start a family. And he's a physical therapist assistant. So he does home health, where he goes to his patient's home and help them walk again. I could share some stories, but that's another day for another time. Okay. All right, let's just get right into the class. Okay. Measuring wellness. Yeah, we do that. We measure wellness with all kind of numbers, whether that's our weight, the circumference of our waist, our cholesterol numbers, our blood pressure, all those numbers, our hormones. We even get tested for those. And I've gotten all those tests done, and I'm textbook. And I have to say, I think it's really due to the supplements from doTERRA. So why do we do that? Well, there's risk factors. Beyond our control is family medical history, predisposition to diseases, and individual DNA. For me, family medical history, my mom was diagnosed when she was 47, right around my age, with rectal cancer. And when I was getting closer to 47, I decided, you know what, it's time to really focus on my gut and make sure, let's change this story, let's not go down that same path. So I dived into doTERRA's catalog and found, the oils to support my gut as well as the supplements. What is in our control is what we put in our face, what we put in our mouths. I'm not a dietitian, nutritionist. I don't have those little letters behind my name. I didn't go to school for that, but I do know the 6 things our body needs. And I just keep that in mind when I go into the pantry and the refrigerator, and you can too. Exercise habits, that could be yoga, meditation, walking, cardio, whatever you find fun that gets you moving, dancing even, just go out and do it. And you don't have to do like 30 minutes at a time. You can do 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night. You could do your cardio 20 minutes in the morning and then meditate at night for 5 to 10 minutes. And then that's your exercise. So you don't have to do everything at once. You can break it up along your day. Stress levels, we can control that naturally, and with coping skills, and of course sleep patterns. We have to put this down. We have to put our phone down before we go to bed, at least 30 minutes. Read a book, read a magazine, or just sit with, journal, write down 5 things you're grateful for, those kinds of things. But we definitely need 7 to 8 hours of sleep. That's super important, because that's the time when our cells are rejuvenating, because they all rejuvenate anywhere between 20 and 60, 80 days. But our liver takes the longest. It's 120 days before they regenerate. So when we're sleeping, we need those 8 hours to get those cells fully rejuvenated. And we're going to feel better more often. Okay. That's why they say 7 to 8. It's like turning off your computer at the end of the day, which I'm terrible at, I will admit, but it takes forever for my computer to turn on. It's older, so I just keep it on. Obstacles that can impede our wellness in our modern society. Oh my goodness. Social media. It should be on the top of the list. High stress levels. Absolutely. That could be work, getting the kids on time to school, making sure they're getting homework done, getting our assignments done, showing up, lack of exercise, we're just not moving enough, we're behind the desk for 8 hours, and then we wonder why our neck and our back hurts, or why our hips hurt, because when we're sitting down too long, my sciatica acts up. And we have to stretch those muscles. We have to move. We can't just sit there for 8 hours straight. Our body isn't designed for that. Lack of quality of sleep. Again, you're watching too much videos, even the TV. If you have a TV in your bedroom, consider removing it. We don't have a TV in our bedroom. I refuse, because that is like, intimate time when no distractions. But enough, we got kids and a dog. Okay, don't need to add one more thing. Nutrient deficiencies caused by lack of nutritional value. We are terrible at that, because we're so spoiled with processed foods. It's so easy to pop something in the microwave and eat it. I'm just as guilty, because we feel like we don't have enough time. And that's just our brain telling us that we do have time. We just have to make it. Exposure to toxins, you look underneath your kitchen cabinets, into the sink, the cleaning products for your bathroom, even in your laundry. If you are using any kind of chemicals, fabric softener, one, you should just stop altogether. It's full of toxins. And you're thinking, well, you're not, it's not getting inside you. You're just, it's on your skin. Well, that's the problem. It's on your skin, and your skin is absorbing those toxins, and it's causing a toxic load, and it's wreaking havoc on your gut and your hormones and your weight. It's a snowball effect. So think about start removing those toxins. I'm telling you, you're going to feel a lot better. So especially if you're in your mid to late 40s, as a woman, you're dealing with perimenopausal symptoms, and I'm telling you, it's all linked to that stuff. I can pinpoint to the fabric softener when I have hot flashes and night sweats. It's those toxins, man. My body doesn't like it. All right, so here are the 6 things your body needs to function as a whole. I'm not going to tell you what to eat. I'm just going to tell you the 6 things you need to look for when you're shopping, okay? All right, carbohydrates, protein, and you need both of them to balance out, so you don't have blood sugar spikes, because you're just doing carbohydrates, your blood sugar is going to spike, and you need the protein to like level that off. So you got to have those two together. Fats, we're talking good fats, avocado, olive oil. So cook with olive oil versus butter. I mean, margarine is fine too, but margarine doesn't really cook that well. Vitamins and minerals, you need both. Vitamins do not work without minerals. So if you're taking vitamins, make sure you're taking the minerals that go with it. And of course, water. I mean, water should be number one, but it's number 6. We're basically house plants with emotions. Like we have cells, plants have cells, plants need water to grow, and we need water to survive. All right. Here are, I thought this was mind blowing. This is from the Environmental Watch Group. It's a nonprofit organization, mostly funded by the organic people that are into organics, those companies. It's totally pushing for organic. They support this website, they kind of fund it. But here are the percentages of the vitamins and minerals that we are significantly lacking. Vitamin D is up on the list, 95%. That means only 5% of the population is getting their vitamin D. You just need to go outside. I know, put some sunscreen on. doTERRA's going to have a whole new line of sunscreen come July 1st. So you're going to get your hands on that. So you get your vitamin D outside. That's natural. Vitamin E, we're not getting enough of, 94%. Magnesium, 61. Vitamin A, 57. Calcium, we're a little good, we're not that good. And we can get those from the green stuff. We don't have to get from, milk. There are other options to get our calcium. And then, of course, vitamin C, pretty good. Some people like the OJ, but we're got to be mindful of the sugar. We got to reduce our sugar intake for sure. So be mindful of that when you're looking for products with vitamin C. So what happens when daily nutrient requirements aren't met? Well, we feel like shit. Let's just put it in there. We do. We feel like dookie. We don't get up. We're not like, bing, wake up, ready to hit the ground running in the morning. We're sluggish. Oh, my favorite is after we have a meal. I know this happens to a lot of women in their late 40s, early 50s, where we eat a late lunch or early dinner, and then we just crash after 20 minutes of eating. And that's because, our hormones are out of whack, and there's a blood sugar spike, and then we just crash. So we have to be mindful of what we're eating. More serious issues can arise. Symptoms of perimenopausal can get even more intense with the hot flashes and night sweats. Unpleasant problems, including weak bones, cardiovascular problems can result. Maybe all your numbers are out of whack. And your body is deprived of vitamins and minerals that can be used to help for proper functioning. Just being normal, just being normal, just a little normal. So why should we supplement? Well, if you're over 40, definitely you should be supplementing right now, because our bodies just aren't producing enough of anything, because we all slow down. Everything starts to slow down. It promotes overall wellness. It makes up for nutritional deficiencies. It addresses personal health issues, whether it's pain, stress, focus, energy, sleep. It definitely helps with all that. And maintain good health during aging process. So if you're looking to be young and beautiful, combined with exercise, but that all comes on the inside. Being young and beautiful on the inside, combined with exercise, healthy eating for a well-rounded, healthy lifestyle. That's why we should supplement. Okay, if you are already taking supplements, please compare your supplements with doTERRA supplements. You could go to, you can Google doTERRA supplements, Life on Vitality PDF. You can just Google that, and you're going to see the nutrition label that every consumable on the market has as a nutritional fact. So you just check that. Bring it to your next doctor visit. I haven't had one doctor say, this isn't good, this isn't a decent product, they're usually kind of blown away and thought, wow, you got everything in here. I just haven't gotten one bad review from a doctor. I say go for it, man. So yeah, doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality Pack is designed to promote health, energy, longevity while supporting wellness throughout the aging process. So if you start like now in your 30s, man, you're going to be ahead of us 10 years, man. You're going to have when you're in your 60s, you're not going to see your doctor as often as your peers, for sure. All right, let's go break down what these bottles do, what the benefits are. Antioxidant support. We're always looking. I mean, I remember being in my 30s of hearing antioxidant this, antioxidant that. Immune system. Since Rona, we've all kind of learned really quickly how our immune system works. Energy support, because we need that if you've got kids and a full-time job and a family that's falling apart. You need that energy. Nutrient support and safe, effective ingredients. So let's dive into that. There's equivalent of $200 to $300 worth of ingredients in these supplements, but they only sell the 3 bottles for $80.50. You get the trio for $80.50. That's 3 bottles, 30-day supply. If you do the full dosage, if you do half the dose, depending on your weight. If you're under 120 pounds, you take half a dose. So that's 60 days supply. So 120 capsules, 3 bottles. It comes out to 22 cents a capsule. I don't know if your supplements break down to that much with the amount of ingredients and benefits in it. Do your homework. I did a comparison with the generic off brands for men and women, because there was 2 different bottles, and I compared just those 2 bottles against each other, and I noticed the female version had half of what the male counterpart vitamins, the generic vitamins, and I'm thinking, we're not half a person. Why are so that's why I love doTERRA. They're not it's full body, everybody gets the same amount. I thought that was interesting. Like, why would you give the women half? That's so, they're probably charging more. Who knows? I don't know. Okay, Alpha Sterox Plus. Let's break down what these bottles do. So alpha, it just means first. It's the first one you take in your ritual. And CRS is the cellular renewal system, and plus is just they added improvements to the original product. So this is what it does. It keeps free radicals from attaching to our cells. It keeps the inflammation down throughout the day. It's all it's doing. So it's keeping all the stuff that we can't control that's entering into our body, those toxins. It's keeping that from attaching to the cell and wreaking havoc, because we know when our cells, once there's inflammation, it causes 36 diseases. So we want to keep inflammation down. Okay. Here are the ingredients. And if you look, green tea, pomegranate, pineapple, turmeric, grapeseed, and sesame seed, even mix all of these actually. They all have anti-inflammatory properties in these ingredients. In these, so yeah, you could buy pomegranate, pineapple, turmeric, and drink green tea, but they're not going to have the same amount of what you need for a full day for your body. Okay, and this has it all. So every single one of these is anti-inflammatory. Omega, X stands for acanthamin. It's a standardized extract of microalgae used in the Mega formula. It's just an antioxidant. EO stands for essential oil. It has doTERRA CPT, certified pure tested grade. These are oils that are tested 54 times. 11 of those are done by third-party labs to make sure there's no contaminants, no pesticides, that they are 100% pure oil. Okay, no fillers, no nothing. Omega represents the omega benefits provided by this complex. Okay, the purpose, it has 3, 6, and 9. Our body naturally makes 9, but maybe your body is not making enough 9. Got to check your doctor, run those numbers, check that out. And then omega 3 and 6, you want to make sure you have a balance of those, because if you have too much of one of the other, it cancel each other out. And we're trying to find a balance, and That's what the Omega XC Omega does. It's a marine plant-based omega blend. It has the natural vitamins D and E. So there's our vitamin D. So we can reduce that 50, what was it, 59, whatever it was, 95%. Oh my God. And acetylcholine. And then there's an essential oil blend. And we're going to get into why there is a blend of oils. Clove, frankincense, thyme, cumin, wild orange, peppermint, ginger, and aroma chamomile. So we've got some anti-inflammatory in there, some gut health with the ginger and peppermint, and German chamomile is just calming. So we've got some tummy tamers in there. So what these 9 essential oils do is they sustain the omega, because omegas are not a sustainable product. I don't care who you buy from. If they're not talking about that, then you might want to question why they're not talking about that. If you ever had the burpy fish flavor, or you smell the burp flavor, or you have to keep your omegas in the freezer, you don't have a sustainable product. And when you take it, it's not giving you any benefits. You're wasting your money. And I wish you would stop doing that. Okay. I want you to have omegas that work, right? It's very important to me that you get a product that works for you. A microplex, a combination of words of micronutrient and complex. M stands for vitamins and minerals. Again, you cannot take vitamins without minerals because the vitamins are not going to work. And Z just represents the improvements from the original product. Okay. Here are all the vitamins and minerals, chalk packed. These are the ones that we may not be getting enough in our diet because our soil has been depleted of nutrients because we've overplanted for decades. I've seen articles from NPR about it. And of course, processed foods doesn't provide a lot. But we got to fuel our body somehow, some way, sometimes, right? But we just don't want to just rely on those processed foods all the time to keep us going, because it's going to cause other problems later. All right. Ingredients is a balanced blend of essential oils and minerals. Whole food botanical blend. It's a full servings of fruits and vegetables. It has enzymes to aid in digestion to help absorb the nutrients for a happy brain, and of course some tummy tamer botanical blend like peppermint, ginger, and fennel. So we're getting support in the gut, you guys. It makes for a happy brain. So here are the benefits. You're getting 22 essential vitamins and minerals. It's going to fight free radicals, antioxidant vitamins, A, C, and E. So you're getting your A, C, and E, and D. Healthy metabolism. You might start noticing a couple of inches off the waist. Supports healthy digestion, healthy immune function. You're going to feel, you're not going to get sick as often. I haven't. I mean, it was 2.5 years before I got sick again. Yeah, okay. Incorporating LOV into your daily life. Let's combine these supplements with the wellness philosophy. So not only are you going to take the supplements to help support your body on the inside, we're going to do things on the outside, like healthy eating. I know a lot of people will say, shop outside the aisles in the grocery store, but most people can't afford those prices, especially now. So it's okay to shop your fruits and vegetables in the can form, because at least it's something, okay? And we want you to, not break the bank when you're trying to eat healthy. But if you can, shop outside those aisles, because the way I see those aisles, it's just sugar, salt. They just put too much of that stuff in it, so we have to be mindful of that. Exercise, again, you could go for a walk. If you have a dog, take it out for a walk. If you have yard work, that's your exercise. You count that as your exercise. Even meditation, yoga, you don't have to do it all at once. You can do 10 minutes in the morning and another 10 minutes at night. And it could be a cardio and meditation or yoga at the end. It's totally up to you and your lifestyle. You just got to make it work for you and your how your life works out, right? Rest and stress management, essential oils can help with that. And there's other coping mechanisms to help reduce stress. That's journaling, writing down 5 things you're grateful for. reading, self-help books. You want to reduce toxins, get rid of those chemicals out of your home that I know they work great in cleaning, but so do essential oils. That's what I've been using, and let me tell you, it smells great, and I'm not leaving any toxic chemicals that I have to wipe up later with a damp cloth. I could just spray and be done. Informed self-care, continue your education with me every Wednesday, and proactive medical care. Definitely go to your doctor and get your labs done, get your numbers done. I know I always like poo-poo the doctors because I just don't like the way their system is set up. You go in, it's a struggle to make an appointment for one, because you're going through an automated system until you get to a person to make an appointment, which is ridiculous. And then you got to have a referral. And if that information doesn't get to them from your doctor, then it's freaking ridiculous. But I digress. Then you make your appointment, you get there, you're waiting 20 minutes in the lobby, you finally come in, they check your numbers, your blood pressure, your weight, your height, and you wait another 20 minutes for the doctor to come in, and he spends maybe 10 minutes with you, really getting to know you, right? And then he's like, okay, so these are your problems, let's run some labs, let's do some more tests. We do the tests. All right, these are your numbers. If your numbers are fine, they say no more action is needed. You just kind of go on your day. But if they see something a little off, then they're going to want to try to put you on a medication that they've never used before. And they don't even know if they're going to work. It's so funny. I'm getting off topic, but I watched a really awesome documentary maybe on PBS about mental health. Eye-opening. Because the healthcare system isn't set up to manage the crisis of mental health care, especially with teens. They seem to be lacking a lot of resources because they want to put them directly, isolate them for their safety. But then it's almost like they're in prison. I don't know. It's all backwards to me, especially since they're so young and because they're teenagers. And one doctor, a psychiatrist, was saying, yeah, there's 15 medications for this, there's 20 medications for that, there's 8 medications that help, reduce anxiety. There's, all these medications he was naming that help certain mental health issues. And it's a ton. And the thing that he said just resonated to me, because it's like, this is how I feel about essential oils. The doctors don't know which ones are going to work for you. They have no clue which ones are going to work for you. So they have you go through all these different trials of different pills and all their side effects on them. And some students said, they couldn't tell if it was helping them, or they didn't like the way they felt when they were taking them, or they felt fine, like they actually worked. It was one of those 3 things. And I thought, oh my God, it's just like that with essential oils. I don't know which one's going to work for you, but we got to try with, a couple of them to see which one's going to make the difference for you. But the thing is you're going to feel better. And the fun fact about mental health, and they're taking their medications, because every single one said this, when they were on their medication, they felt like they didn't need it anymore. And I was like, but that's because it's working. It was actually, they found that combination, that cocktail that was working for them, because they felt good and they felt like, I don't need this anymore. They stopped taking them, and then boom, their body just goes into a really horrible spiral with all kind of health problems, mentally and physically, because, their body got used to all that chemical and they need to get away. So I just, be mindful, like when you do take this stuff, you're going to feel a difference, and you're going to think, oh, I feel great now, I don't need this stuff. And then when you stop taking them, that's when you start feeling all those ailments come back. It's the same exact thing. It's so amazing how our bodies work. Okay, life vitality, safety guidelines, and usage tips. Okay, if you're first time out the gate taking them, you want to do half a dose the first 2 weeks. And if you don't feel a difference, then take the full dose, 2 capsules good morning, sunshine, 2 capsules per bottle. Okay, 1 in the AM and 1 in the PM or in the afternoon. Shelf life, just read on the side of the packaging. It's going to have, the best by date. Storage, keep it out where you see it. So it helps you to remember to take them, because I know you're starting a new habit, And supplements are the hardest thing to start because, you're not used to grabbing a couple of pills in the morning. If like me, I wasn't used to it. So it took me a while to get into the habit. Give yourself 30 days to get into this habit. And if you still don't feel a difference, then you can get your money back. Okay. Just know that you can return everything and get your money back. You're not going to lose anything. Children, yes, they can take the supplements, the vitamins. You just pull the capsule apart and put it in their smoothie or their yogurt. But they do have their own line if you feel more comfortable using the children's version of these supplements. And of course, always consult with your medical professional. Always. I highly stress that, even though they don't spend any time with you. I'll spend an hour and 20 minutes with you. I'm just saying, not an hour and 20 minutes. I mean, like 20 minutes or up to an hour. Here are the children's supplements. We've got the A to Z chewable tablets, the omegas. It's in a liquid form, so you can spoon it in their OJ or in their yogurt or their smoothie, in their oatmeal. It has an orangey flavor, or they could just take it. And then there's PBS Junior. It's like a pixie stick. They can just take it straight down the hatch, or you can mix it in with their yogurt, any cold smoothies, stuff like that. Anything warm or hot, like cocoa or tea or whatever, it's gonna like dissolve the probiotics. So we don't want to use any heat on the PBS because we don't want to kill those probiotics before the kids could take them. All right, testimonial. I have one. My good friend Susan, the supplements help her with her energy. She could definitely feel the difference when she doesn't take them, but they do help with her focus and she feels less pain. Way to go, Susan. Yes, I'm all for it. All right, so let's get right into the 30-day cleanse. This is the first 30 days that you're going to do. This is a 90-day program. This is the first 30 days. And here are the products. I'm sharing this with you now so you can go into your LRP carts. If you haven't turned on your LRP cart, tune in next Wednesday and I'm going to show you how to do that. And then you just put all these products in your cart and you're ready to go. So by July, on day one, whenever you get your products, you can start this protocol, okay? Your Exio Mega, your Exio Mega, you're going to take 2 soft gels in the morning with a meal and 2 soft gels in the evening with the meal. So that's a total of 4. You're going to do that the first, you're going to do it all 30 days, okay? The first 10 days is to activate, the second day is to reset, and the third day is to renew. The Microplex VMZ, again, 2 capsules in the morning, 2 capsules in the evening with the meal, so that's your 4. And the Alpha CRX Plus, same thing, 2 capsules in the morning, 2 capsules in the evening with the meal, for a total of 4, all 30 days. And you can print this out, you can screenshot it and print it out and then check off if that helps you for accountability. This product, Digestin, Terrazyme. Now this product is proprietary blend of active whole food enzymes that support healthy digestion, metabolism of enzyme deficient processed foods. So just going to break down the foods. It's the enzymes that bring down the food in the gut. So you have a happy brain, happy gut. You just want to take 1 capsule with each meal, all 30 days, each day. And the Zendocrine complex, this detoxification complex is a proprietary blend of whole food extracts that support healthy cleansing and filters functions of the liver, kidneys, colon, lungs, and skin. So it's a full body detox. I know the liver is really our only organ that detoxes everything, but the Zendocrine is supporting us on the cellular level. Okay, that's what it's doing. It takes 1 capsule in the morning with the meal and 1 capsule in the evening for set of 2. Okay. If you don't have, the Zendocrine oil, then you can skip the soft gels. But if you don't have the oil, then get the soft gels, or you can get the oil. It's totally up to you and, your lifestyle, what you want to do. When you get the oil, you're going to want to make your own soft gel, get a veggie cap. But if you don't have the oil, just go ahead and get the soft gels just for convenience, okay? So this detoxification blend of essential oils help detoxify the body and promote healthy liver, lung, kidney, colon, and skin function as well. So basically this is another way to support and get rid of those toxins. So you just take this for the first 10 days, okay? And then on day 11, you're going to keep taking your LLV, your Terrazyme, and your Zendocrine complex. Then on day 11, you're going to move, you're going to stop the Zendocrine soft gels, and you're going to move on to the GX Assist. What this is a GI cleansing formula. It's a combination of oils and I'm not even trying to pronounce that to help support a healthy digestive tract by creating a unfriendly environment for potential threats. So what this does is just removes the gunk and the junk parasites in your GI tract. So it just clears everything out. So you just want to take one soft gel with every meal in the evening at night. So that's one that you would take at night with your meal. And you want to do this on day 11 through day 20. So do that for 10 days. Then when you're done with on day 21, you'll stop taking the GX Assist and move on to the PB Assist Plus. And this is your probiotics, because now that you've cleared out all that gunk out of your lower GI tract, then you want to add in all the good bacteria that your gut needs. Okay, I'm telling you, PB Assist Plus is a game changer. This probiotic defense formula is a blend of pre-probiotic fiber and 6 strains of probiotic microorganism that promotes a positive balance and proliferation of beneficial bacteria. Yeast. This is it right here. This is where you're going to start feeling like different and better and just like, whoa, what is this stuff? Especially if you take the first one on an empty stomach in the morning. But this one says take 3 capsules with evening meal on day 21 and day 30. But you can also take one in the morning on an empty stomach, and that's going to help produce serotonin naturally. So you're going to be in a better mood all day. Woohoo! At least that's how I operate. All right, DDR Prime soft gels. This is also what you're going to take on those last 10 days. This essential oil cellular complex is a blend of essential oils combined to support cellular health function and renewal. You're going to take 1 soft gel in the morning and 1 in the evening for a total of 2. Again, if you have the DDR Prime oil, you can make your own supplement with that and take that. The lemon essential oil. This is just, it naturally cleanses the body and aids in digestion, because you're introducing a whole new line of products to your body. So lemon is going to help ease all that. You want to do 2 drops to 8 ounces of water 5 times a day for a total of 10 drops. And you're going to do that day 1 to day 30. So when you're drinking your water to take these supplements, you're going to put a drop of lemon in your water, and you're going to get into that habit, and you're going to notice you're going to want to drink water with lemon or any kind of citrus. It's just going to, you just can't do it without. I cannot drink water without something in it. I just can't. All right. And there's a kids version. So you can take a screenshot of this. If you want to get your kids gut in check before school, why not? Start August, by the end of August. Start August 1st, the end of August, and see how they do, see how they perform during the school year. And what I love about this 30-day cleanse is that you could do it again every 3 to 4 months. I've done it twice. I've done it, the protocol twice. So twice, once a year. And have I noticed it? I sleep so much better. I have more energy. I'm more focused, more clarity. Like I just want the same for you guys too. Okay. So let's get into the weight. So we talked about our gut. We've laid a foundation. You've done the 30 days. You're going to notice a difference. You're probably going to shed some weight. And that's all tied into our gut. It's all tied into our gut. So as you start your weight loss journey, you want to choose essential oils that can be useful for your digestion, your metabolism, motivation to keep you going. Because I know after 10 days, you're just like, I don't want to work out. So you need a little motivation for that exercise. So which oils are best? So here we go. Let's digest. And if you want to take a screenshot of this, you totally can, just as a reference, or you can write this down on a notepad, and you can always reference it later. So here are the oils to support a healthy digestion. Black pepper, cilantro, ginger, cardamom, cumin, peppermint, cassia, fennel, and to petite grain. Peppermint should be in your kit if you got a kit, so you're already ahead of the game. I will touch on cilantro. If you're trying to lose weight, we have these cells that have fat in them. And then when we lose the weight, those fat, it just dissolves. It's not in the cells anymore. But our cells have this, our body has this funny way of remembering, like, hey, I was doing something. So it's going to fill these bubbles back up with water. So you feel like you still like, oh, I didn't lose it. You feel like you've got weight gain. Well, it's actually water. So what cilantro does when you take a drop or two internally, it busts those bubbles. So you lose all that water. Now you might have to pee a lot, but it's so worth it to pop all those bubbles, right? Metabolism, bergamot, cassia, lime, black pepper, grapefruit, and thyme. When used properly, these essential oils can help with a healthy metabolism. I started taking grapefruit because I thought I had the baby weight after Erica, but it turned out to be bloat. I didn't know that. So I did what my brain naturally knows to do, is look at what will help boost my metabolism, and grapefruit was top of the list. So guess what I did? I bought a bunch of grapefruit. I did, not essential oil, but the actual fruit. And I would bring one to work. I cut it in half, and it was disgusting. I did that every day. And after 2 weeks, I was like, there's got to be an easier way. Now, essential oils hadn't come into my life yet, but as you can see, my mind was already like, what naturally can I do to help my body? So I've always been this way. I've always been looking for natural products to help me. I know people are like, well, I've got this medication that grapefruit, it doesn't get along with, and you are correct. Grapefruit juice has a chemical in it that will mess with your medications that you're taking now, but grapefruit essential oil does not have that chemical that disrupts your medication. But do your research, it's out there. I forget the name of the chemical that's in the juice. Starts with an H. You can look it up. It's all there. So grapefruit is safe. But if you're still not comfortable taking grapefruit because of your medication, you have other options. You could turn to lime, cassia, black pepper, or thyme. Thyme is a hot oil, so I would put it in a gel cap. I wouldn't, in a water or anything like that. Motivation. Okay. Yeah. We need to keep ourselves motivated, encouraged to work out, to move our bodies, to keep going, to take our supplements, to keep on this reset, right? We could go to our cypress, tangerine, ginger, peppermint. That should be in your kit. Siberian fir and helichrysum. I've got Siberian fir going on in my diffuser right now because I needed some motivation this morning. Exercise. You can use some of these essential oils to help soothe the muscles before and after exercise. Wintergreen. Now you probably have deep blue oil in your kit that has wintergreen in it. Lemongrass is another, that's really good for the muscles. Frankincense has a warming effect, so that's going to warm up those muscles, keep them loose. Peppermint, just going to give you some boosted energy. Cassia, ylang ylang is another option. And when you want to promote feelings of clear breathing when you're exercise, inhale, diffuse, or apply topically to the following essential oils before your workout. Cardamom, eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is really going to open up those airways. Breathe is another one. Breathe has eucalyptus in it, so you breathe this in your kit. Tea tree, that's also in your kit. Lavender, peppermint, that should be in your kit too. So you're already set up in these areas. Okay. So here's what a typical, day can look like for you. These are just suggestions. If you're like, well, I don't know how to get started, here's a couple of suggestions. Here's what you could do in the morning. You could diffuse your favorite. I would diffuse lemon, peppermint, get that energy going. Citruses have uplifting chemical compounds. Just really get you motivated, get you out of bed, right? You could 2 drops of thyme in a veggie cap to support healthy metabolism, weight management. Again, you don't have to use thyme. It could be grapefruit or bergamot or the other oils. You can always go back to this video and get a screenshot. When you're making your smoothie, you can use slim and sassy or peppermint or wild orange. You can also rub peppermint on your chest before your workout. You could put it on your towel. If you have if you use a gym towel, you can always inhale from there. And in the afternoon, you could diffuse grapefruit. If you're like concerned about, your medications and taking it internally, you just diffuse it at your desk or around the house. And this is going to help with increase in motivation when those afternoon cravings hit. So if you're dealing with cravings, diffuse your grapefruit or any citrus. You want to drink lots of water, so you could put lime in there. Gosh, I like green mandarin in mine, but you've got your lemon. You could use your lemon. When you're feeling sluggish in the afternoon, wild orange and peppermint. Instead of grabbing a coffee or any kind of caffeine, you could do wild orange and peppermint. It's a natural energy booster. If you're trying to avoid sugary drinks, lemon, grapefruit, lime, any of the citruses to your water, and that's gonna, and if you're like really need that carbonation, get mineral water and add lemon and lime. You've got yourself, I mean, talk about refreshing Sprite without the sugar. Oh my gosh, so yum. Evening, before eating dinner, you can do Slim and Sassy. When I cook dinner, I'm like starving, so I will put Slim and Sassy on my gut, like I just apply it on my abdomen, and I can finish cooking dinner without, snacking along the way, because I don't want to ruin my appetite for dinner. If you tend to eat unhealthy foods after dinner, try chewing a piece of Slim and Sassy when the cravings for an unhealthy food strike. There are some foods you can eat, especially us women over 40. We want to make sure we're stopping our intake of food by 7 at the latest. Especially if you get up early in the morning to go to work at 8, you want to stop eating by 7. But if you have, if you're like me and, you don't have to go into work so early in the morning and you can get up at a decent morning time, like around 7. I usually wait till 9 o'clock in the morning before I eat my dinner or my breakfast when I break fast, because we need, I think, up to 10 to 12 hours before our next meal. For women over 40, because our hormones start to act all crazy, and that's where most of our weight gain happens overnight, is we're eating after 7 o'clock. So I've started chewing Slim and Sassy after dinner when I'm like, I really want something crunchy or chewy. That has helped. But yeah, I struggle with that too, you guys. I really do struggle. Like 9 o'clock, I want to sit in front of the TV and chomp on something. If you like to work out in the evening, Slim and Sassy in the water before an exercise, or you could just use your lemon. You don't have to use Slim and Sassy. This is just a suggestion. You can add digestin to your water or tea to help promote a healthy gestational tract as well. You can take that internally. I like to put vetiver in my tea because I want to cue my body that I'm getting ready for bed. Nighttime routine. If you're feeling stiff from workout, essential oils like wintergreen, lemongrass, blue, the deep blue, cassia, frankincense, also some mussels to manage gently into the comfort. And it's just like a nice way to pamper yourself at night because you deserve it. After dinner, consider adding a few drops of essential oils like frankincense, ylang-ylang to a warm bath to help relax, prepare yourself for rest. If you're a nighttime shower, I used to shower at night all the time. I would put a drop of essential oil on the floor of the shower, not near the drinks. I don't want it to run off, but on the shower floor, and that steam, it really cues your body that you're trying to rest and really reduce the stress and all that fun stuff. Yeah, lavender and clary sage, man. Lavender on your pillow, on the sheets, on your pulse points, behind your ear. So these are just suggestions on your next 30 days to help improve weight management, okay? Because maybe you started noticing a couple of inches, now you want to maintain that. There you go. Here's your steps, okay? Let's take our hormone check. So most of the products that we reviewed for the gut health also help with hormone issues. So when you start using them in those 30 days, you're going to start noticing everything else is following into suit. All those other ailments are going to start to, disappear. But if you need additional support for your hormones, hot flash spray bottle blends, And to use, you want to spray on your neck, chest, upper body in the start of a hot flash to instantly cool you down. 10 drops of peppermint, 7 drops of clary sage, and 5 drops of geranium. You can take a screenshot of this so you can write it down. To make, you want to put 1.5 ounce fluid of distilled water or rich hazel in a 2-ounce bottle. Spray, add the essential oil, shake to combine, and again, shake before each use. You just spray and get some relief. Hot flashes are not fun. I haven't had, it's been a while for me. The last time I had a hot flash was when I had traveled home because my gut was a little of a mess. Traveling just messes up my gut, because I'm dealing with, anxiety, and my flight was canceled. I mean, you can imagine the stress level. So of course, we do our best, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. All right. Brain fog, be gone, roller blend. Yeah. I'm sure some of you guys are dealing with brain fog with your hormones. If you've done the 30-day cleanse and for the gut reset and you're still dealing with some brain fog, here's some additional support. To use, apply the blend to the temples, back of the neck, behind the ears to banish brain fog. Also apply to palms and take 3 deep breaths to instant focus and alertness support. So 8 drops of wild orange, 7 of bergamot, 5 rosemary, which also helps with focus, 5 peppermints, and 3 frankincense. So yeah, all of these are going to be uplifting and help you focus. To make, put essential oils in a 10 milliliter roller bottle and fill to the top with fractionated coconut oil. You can shake it a little bit and then roll on the temples, back of the neck, and behind the ears. Okay. Thyroid support roller blend. If you're looking for thyroid support, maybe you did your numbers and there's some that are a little off. So to use, apply the roller blend daily over your thyroid or the bottoms of your feet to support thyroid function. 5 drops of frankincense, 5 drops of clove, 5 drops of lemongrass, 5 drops of myrrh. Frankincense and myrrh, there's a report out that those two combined are like fucking powerhouse, man. They both boost each other and just do amazing things. So this one I know is a winner. And then 6 to 8 drops of lavender. And so to make this, put the essential oils in a 10 milliliter roller bottle and fill this to the top with FCO or any carrier oil. And yeah, happy thyroid, you guys. All right, so how do you get started? Maybe you're not a member, or maybe you are a member and you're like, well, I want to get started. You can get the Healthy Habits Kit. You'll get a free membership included if you don't have a membership yet. doTERRA will waive that, so you get that free membership. You get the Lifeline Vitality Pack, the Terrazyme, and the PV Assist. You get the Deep Blue Rub for before and after workout. You get the Tangerine, which is going to be that motivator. Balance just keeps you grounded. On Guard is immune, it helps with your immune system. And then you get the Lifeline Vitality Pack, PV Assist Plus, and the Terrazyme. So you got half of your supply right there. All you got to do is throw in, you don't really need a lemon. You could keep the tangerine, but I would throw in a lemon, the GX Assist that cleanses out, the GI tract, and the DDR Prime and the Zendocrine. That's all you need to add to this kit. And then you're ready to go on day one. If you're looking for ideas in the kitchen, doTERRA has protein shakes. You can make smoothies. There's a chocolate, a vanilla flavor, super yum, and a plant vegan option as well. So if you are a vegan and you need an option, I got you covered. If you're looking to incorporate more greens into your diets, there's another option here, and as well as fiber in your diets. Okay. So this is just another option to help you with your smoothies in the morning or in your afternoon, just to give you, try it out, see how you feel. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Okay. If you're not sure, or if you're ready, just text me. I'll help you get started, set up your LRP card, get you plugged in. And all you have to do is take a screenshot. You can even go doTERRA 30-day gut cleanse reset PDF, and you can pull that up, print it out. I think that's it. Okay, yeah. Let me stop the share. Yeah, you can print that out and check it off as you go, my friends. And that's it. I'm just trying to stop my share. My computer's so slow. Okay, I hope that was helpful for you guys and informative. I can't stress it enough. If you're over 40, you should definitely be on supplements or some kind of vitamins and minerals, omegas, and just something to keep inflammation down throughout the day. Okay, it's super important. I just wanted to change our stories, change the trajectory of where our health is going, because you know our modern approach is great, you know, and reacting our problems, but they don't get to the root cause. And I find like these products and doTERRA's essential oils do that. We get to the root cause. All right, that's it, you guys. I hope that was helpful and you're ready to get started and get that gut reset. I highly recommend it. I can't stress it enough. It's changed my life. And I just want you guys to get the results that you're like, you know, been chasing after. You know, I got the solution right here. I open the door, you have to walk through it. Okay, take care, everybody. See you next week. We're going to go over how to set up your LRP. It's real easy, and how to and then once you have it set up, what do you do then? So we'll go over that, and I also explain why it's important to me that you get on LRP, because I want you to feel healthier faster. Let's do it. It takes 30 days. That's it. You got to have the mindset and the drive to do it. And we'll do it together. We'll do it together. Okay. Love you guys. Take care. Be well. See you next time. See you next week. Woo.